Steve Shoots here with a review of my Rock Island 1911 Tac Ultra. This is a 1911 that comes in the Glock 19 size, making it very concealable. It's a little heavy for some people, but for me, this being my first concealed carry gun ever, I feel like it really helped me to learn the fundamentals of shooting. It's got a safety, so I wasn't concerned with carrying it. It didn't make me nervous at all to carry it chambered, and the extra weight also helped a lot with learning how to manage recoil, which I think is something that every new shooter needs to master before they move on to a lighter platform. One thing that makes this gun very desirable is the price. It's very low. You can get these things for around $600. Meanwhile, other 1911s come in starting around like $900 to $1,000. Many people consider Rock Island to be a budget brand, but I can tell you this gun does not perform like a budget gun. It comes with a lot of aftermarket things that you'd have to buy after the fact. For a 1911, the VZ grips, for example, come stock with it. This textured and slightly extended mag release comes with it. The extended beaver tail, which is awesome, comes with it. The fiber optic front sight comes with it. And you'll be hard pressed to find a gun in this size that comes with a rail like this. Unfortunately, all those things also make it very difficult to find a holster for it. I had a hard time at first because I wanted an all Kydex holster, something that would be light bearing so I could throw an APLC on this, which would be flush fit and would look fantastic. But I ended up going with, and don't judge me for this, an Alien Gear. And honestly, to this day, I don't hate this holster. It's just the retention is lacking, especially for a gun that's this heavy. If I held this thing upside down and shook it, it would definitely come free. But it was a good option to start out with. Their holsters, while they're not super practical as far as retention goes, they are very comfortable. So being a new to concealed carry back in the day, I was happy to wear this all day, every day, and it didn't bother me. I was not deterred from carrying, which I think a lot of new people are when they discover how difficult it is to make it really comfortable. Going back to the gun, it's a 1911, so the slide is glass. Even if you want to call it a budget 1911, this does not have front serrations, and yet I can just pinch and run that slide back and forth as much as I want to. These grips, these VZ grips, they're on the border of being too aggressive. They've ripped a couple holes in a couple of my shirts, which, that's what you get when you become a concealed carrier. The trigger, obviously, is fantastic, just like with all 1911s. It's nothing. The reset, also nothing. Blink and you'll miss it. Ooh, there it is. So honestly, this is a fantastic gun for a starter. The one thing that kind of sucks about it is the capacity. 8 rounds plus 1, so 9 if you are comfortable enough to carry it chambered, which I really, really hope that you are. That's the deterrent for me when it comes to this gun. I would love to get a 2011 in the same size, but with a double stack magazine. In my opinion, that is the perfect gun, but I do not have the means at this time to spend on something like that. So this was a good option for me, and I'm happy that I bought this gun. I'm about somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 rounds into this gun, and I have not had a single malfunction. One thing that you'll find as you look at guns like this on YouTube is people will talk about how reliability is not a thing, especially with 1911s. 1911s are supposed to be competition guns, but I have had no issue carrying this gun through those 5,000 rounds. 5,000-ish rounds, I guess. I have not had any malfunctions. and this thing just continues to go for me. I don't necessarily carry it anymore, but I do take it out to the range and slap some rounds through it every once in a while because it's just a fun gun to shoot. Like I talked about at the beginning, there is almost zero felt recoil because of the weight. It stays right on target the whole time, and I haven't had to adjust it at all. It just slaps, and I would recommend this gun for beginners for sure. This gun will help you learn all of the basic beginning things that you need to learn before you get into more advanced carrying. Before carrying a lighter gun like a Glock or any other striker fired gun, I would definitely turn to something like this as a gun to teach me the fundamentals that will help me to shoot those guns better in the future. This is my review. I hope you liked it. If you did, like and subscribe, and I will catch you later.